this gentleman right now. If you guys actually know what this gentleman has been through, what he's going through, and what he's about to do, you're going to want to continue following him. And I love that he's part of My Free Score now. Okay, he's got a military background. I'm not going to tell all of his, his full story, but I mean, talk about how many of you guys want to actually make a $50 million a year business in credit repair? Say aye. Right? How many of you guys want to have 50,000 clients? Say aye. Right? 500 files a month, guys. I'm telling you. I had the pleasure of actually training all of his sales agents. We were doing at least 30 to 40 deals a day, like it was nothing. We're just eating those contracts up like freaking candy, right? All day. But why? Because we had a culture. Why? Because we had champion mentality. I'm telling you guys, when we had our meetings every single day, we built a culture that people would work for free, damn near. We had company clients who wanted to continue building with us even after we fixed their credit. Hello, somebody. So I want you guys to get up because I want you guys to get the same energy that I gave my team and why they were so successful. So I want you guys, first and foremost, if you guys already feel like you're a millionaire, please stand up. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Alicia, if I just gave you $1 million right now, you're going to stand up like that? Right? You're going to stand up like that? If I just gave you right now $1 million, everybody sit down. I'm sorry, maybe $1 million is not enough for you guys. Excuse me. Right? If you already feel like you're a millionaire, please stand up. Jay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rate that probably a 5. I'll rate that a 5. I want you guys to sit down one more time. Come on. I want this energy. Okay, let me go ahead and get deep with you right now. Some of you guys were broke. Some of you guys are single parents on food stamps. Some of you guys just all used to be, right? EBT free soon, very much so, right? Some of you guys, were looking at those fans and you were like, if only, right? That probably went through somebody's head way over there. You'll get it later. But you guys, some of you guys went through some hard stuff. Somebody probably even told you you couldn't do it. Somebody probably even told you, oh, you're doing that little credit repair biz, right? You're that little deal. Oh, you're doing that scammy thing where you're taking things off people's credit, but they did the debt. Why are you doing that? Or you're going to a little credit con thing. Or you're spending money on that. And then guess what? You guys are all in here. Guess what? Pockets ain't empty because, right? You guys got money in your pockets right now. So if you already feel like a millionaire, stand up. There you go. I want you guys all keep standing. I want you to repeat after me, and we're going to go ahead and bring up this champion, Mr. J. Will Wilson. And we're going to repeat after me. I will. I must. I will. I must. I can. Give it up for Mr. J. Will Wilson!
All right, guys, I'm excited. I'm incredibly grateful. I'm excited that you guys are all here. And we're here to win. If you're ready to win, say win. I seen some of y'all in Atlanta. Where my Atlanta peeps at? Say what's up. Nah, where my Atlanta peeps at? Say what's up. Where my Houston peeps at? Say yo. Where's my Dallas at? Dallas in the house? We got any LA up in here? Where's my LA at? Hey, can I come down here? I'm kind of like up. I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? I want to be down with the people. Is that cool? Can I be down with the people? Is that cool? All right, I'm gonna come down here with y'all. Hey, look, we come here to have a great time. We come here to learn. We come here to train. We come here to have great energy. If you got great energy, say great energy. If you know you only want to be around people that have great energy, say great energy. Let me hear this side say, skirt. Hey, sometimes you get to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Smitty, you know what I mean? Like, Bruce gave me the mic, so I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all, these incredible founders and executive team right here wanted you guys to have something special. Anybody in the room going to CreditCon? Throw hands up. There we go. There we go. So in case you guys didn't know, a little shout out to CreditCon. That's happening this week. Okay, a lot of information, a lot of education. We're going to be having an exclusive podcast booth where you can jump in, have a one-on-one with an executive, bring one of your teammates, Bring one of your compadres, right? You can bring somebody, sit down, and we'll chop that content up for you and hook you up. Is that cool? Everybody say cool. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm excited, man. I'm incredibly excited. Right now, we got Rodney Peak in the house, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Mr. Rodney Peak? Ooh, hey, I wasn't starting it without you, baby. We still on slide one. I'm just saying. I wasn't gonna do it. All right, guys. If you're ready, say I'm ready. Nah, not everybody said it. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Even the cool people. Even the cool people. If you're ready, I want everybody with me. Let me put your hands up in the air. If you're ready, say I'm ready. Somebody say Jay Will, kick it off. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We're going to kick it off up in here. All right, if I can have the incredible, the phenomenal, my Free Score Now executive team join me on the stage.
Every day I'm hustling, every day
go.
I'm
Give it up, y'all.
hustling,
Give it up, give it
every
up,
day
give it
I'm
up, give it up, give
hustling,
it up.
every day I'm hustling,
Let's
every
go.
day I'm hustling,
Hey, look
every
how
day
fly
I'm
they look,
hustling,
man.
every
This is a
day
squad right
every
here.
day every day I'm hustling.
Let's go. I know, right? But you know what? Hey, if y'all think Mary Claire looks fly, say fly. I'm just saying. I told her when she pulled up, I was like, hey, girl, that's fly. All right, guys. I'm like I said, I'm excited. I got this amazing team right here. I'm gonna kick it off and lead it with our amazing head of operations, Mr. Rafael Molina.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. You know, a lot of people from the gala, from the LA event, from all the events. I love that. New faces. We're really happy that you guys are here today. You know how we do. We're gonna launch these things that is gonna help you grow your business even more, and that's what we're excited about. And so, thanks again for coming. We got a little stuff prepared, but right now I'm gonna give it over to Bruce so he can say hello as well.
All right. So chivalrous, okay? So I just wanted to say, I mean, look around, everybody. This room is full of people who chose to be here today, who want to be here. People traveled yesterday to come from all over. Some of you traveled today. Yep, you were on my plane. I know that. Yep, let's do it. Party started yesterday. Yep, party started yesterday. That's right. So you don't have to be here, but that shows us that you're finding value in what we're bringing, that you found community here, that you learn when you come, that you enjoy interacting with each other. And so this overwhelming support, what you're showing us today, makes us really want to keep having a lot more of these events. So, yeah, all right? So let me just ask, if we keep having these, who's going to come? Okay, Shaquila. All right, Donkey, we got you. Okay.
How do you follow that? For those I know, you know I'm kind of a one-to-one, not one-to-many. I'm quite a shy guy, but I'm exactly that. But yeah. Well, the evening's young, so Keto One Martini, James Bond, that's me. So yeah. No, I'm really glad you're here. You know, we know it's a big effort. You're out of the office, you know, all these things. So we just keep trying to listen to you, form this community, collaborate, talk about that a little bit more. Some of us doing Inspire, but I'm really glad you're here tonight. It's very moving to us. I convinced my two daughters to come, and that's a hard thing, right? And they are too cool to school, so like, you know what I mean? If you've met them, you'll meet them later tonight. So quiz them. So again, thank you. I just want to turn it over, get our program going, and then we're going to have some fun.
All right, so you met us, right? We a quick intro there. I thought it would be a good idea to kind of just show you some of our call center agents that you guys talk to, right? You guys call, they help you guys out. You know, we're open 7 days a week. We are able to help you when maybe you can't pull a single bureau. Sometimes you get only two, maybe sometimes one. Our agents really help you with that. Sometimes you need help with getting them through the registration process, right? And I always hear really good feedback from our call center support. So I thought it'd be a good idea for you guys just to kind of see who they are. So we've got, I don't, who do you guys know? Like, you got to know somebody on the, like, does somebody know, like, Siraj, Kamal, Meher, Kat? You probably talked to them, right? So this is the group. We've got a really nice group here, all these world-class support agents here. We've got Kamal, Ukarsha, Meher, Julie. That's our leadership team. Then we've got Swapnil, Angelina, Grace, Imran, John David. You know, this is the team. It's continuing to grow. As we grow, we're scaling that. But we just want to make sure we have 7-day-a-week support for you. And then so that's the team. Oh, and then we got King Garth. He sent me that picture. So I'm like, he gets his own image right there, because, you know, these guys sent me this. I'm like, no, you sent me this. You're getting your own spot. You're getting your own spot. So I just wanted to I just thought it'd be just so that you can put some faces to the names of the people that you talk to. But what we're gonna do here is just kind of to kick this off. We're just gonna show you how this all began back in December about our gala. So I'm just gonna share this video with you guys real quick.
When we thought about this event, we had no idea what to invest in it, but we knew we wanted to make an investment in you. So each day we thought about what additional things can we bring to you when you come to this event.
Thank you to this phenomenal executive team right here that decided to put this amazing event.
This is the first one, and next year it'll be bigger, it'll be better, and hopefully we're going to see all of these same faces next year.
We're not just a credit monitoring company. We're innovators. We're collaborators. Thank you guys again for showing up. That was great. And I'm going to go a little off script real quick, but I want to thank Bruce and Mary Claire for that, because when we put that together, they did not hold back. You guys know that we're there. Comped rooms on the beachfront hotel. Comp rooms for everybody, 2 nights. Open bar for 3 days in a row. Top shelf liquor. Wine and dining. We had cigars, we had whiskey, we had live band, we had every meal was paid for. Breakfast vouchers, $50 each. Fire girl dancers, a live band, and I'm like, Bruce, Mary Claire, you guys, you sure? You want to pay for 2 nights for everybody? They're like, yeah. Where? On the beach?
When the bills came in, we weren't sure anymore.
Yeah. I'm like, are you sure? More? And they're like, more. I'm like, all right. So I just, off script, just wanted to thank them for that level of support and saying, no, we're going in. We're going in, right? And so that's the beginning. That's kind of how it all started. So now I'll give it over to Mary Claire to kind of talk about what we've done since.
Let's give it up for Mary Claire!
All right, yeah, so Raphael kind of set that up well. I thought how we ended 2024. We had a great year in 2024. And because our success is tied to your success, like Chris mentioned, we wanted to make that investment in all of you. So we decided to recognize you at this gala. And man, if you were there, we had fun, didn't we? We had fun. I mean, raise your hand if you were there. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, move over there. So, but immediately after that gala was over, a minute after, we're thinking, okay, how are we going to do even better? All right, but you heard it, right? I don't have to start over. You got the highlights. You got the highlights. Okay, so that's how we ended 2024. And then we said, we really got to take it up a notch in 2025. You know what? What'd you say? More people, exactly. So we're going to double our business in 2025. That's what we said the day after this gala, okay? And then about one day after that, we said, no, no, no. This is my free score now. That's too easy. We're going to triple our business, okay? So we started just cranking out stuff right away, thinking, how can we support you guys? How can we get more of you guys? How can we get more enrollments? So we came up with our 90-day run. We launched that in January 15th in LA. And of course, Mary was also there at that one. And it was kind of part product launch and then part getting this challenge going. So we introduced, we're going to get more detail later, but our new Epic Pro report, our new and improved credit snapshot, and our maxed out double referral bonus. And I know a lot of you in this room took advantage of that, and that really hopefully gave you a boost, right, Ashley? Okay. So, all right, so I think that's done. Okay, so the first two things we cranked out, and again, these were feedback. I mean, we'd love to collaborate with you guys. So you asked for kind of a forum for all of us to connect, where you could go to hear about our events, learn about all the new stuff, and as well as interact with each other. So we launched our face group. We had 0 members in January. Now we just, right, we hit, are we at 900? 899? Okay, so that's how much this group has increased. And this is your go-to place. I mean, I'm just going to ask, has everybody in this room joined our Facebook group? Raise your hand if you're on our Facebook group so I can get a, okay. All right, that's pretty much everybody. So, yeah. So that's really, that's going to stay your go-to place. That's where you're going to hear about everything and where you guys can interact with each other and share and, meet up. The other thing we launched was our YouTube channel, myfreescorenow.tv. And that's where we are putting everything else, all of our videos. So just quickly again, I know you've all got your phones here. If you have not already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please take a minute, take your phone out right now and click subscribe. Okay, come on everybody, phones. Shaquila, have you subscribed? You subscribed? Okay, all right, I can't pick on you anymore then. Okay, all right, let's go. Here we go, I see a lot of action. And on here, not only will you see, which is again something else that you asked for, training videos, how-to videos, things to refer back to, your onboarding. Those are all in our YouTube channel. And then additionally, all right, well, we'll talk about the next. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So this is, we've got some, oh, look, there's Mary and I at the Laker game. So, all right, so this was how we kicked off the 90-day launch, you guys, in LA. We were up in this fabulous building, downtown LA, 360 view. And then we capped it off with taking everybody who came, everyone in our LA area and who could come to this Laker game event. We had this awesome suite. And then, yeah, we got to take turns on the court. And that was pretty awesome. So, okay, you want to play the video?
We were really pleased with the turnout, with how engaged the audience were. Genuinely, they're interested in learn how we could work together closer, form some new relationship here that are going to help us grow together. So the community is getting tighter and tighter and bigger and bigger.
Okay, so that was our live kickoff event. And then immediately, the very next week, we started having these weekly virtual events. Every week, we were bringing on guest speakers, guest trainers, trying to cover all kinds of different areas that you as business owners and fellow entrepreneurs would get value from. And
No, I've seen a bunch of you in the room, so I kind of just want to. If you, at any time during our 90-day run, if you came on to help us out, if you were just so kind to give your time and were either a guest speaker or a guest trainer, please stand up because we really want to give you appreciation. Smithy, I see you. Brent, Rodney. Okay, there they are. Lisa and Rob, Ashley, Kevin, Shaquila, Israel. Thank you. We appreciate you guys very much. You shared a lot of value there. So again, just a reminder, if you missed any, which hopefully you caught every single one, if you did happen to miss a week, go to our YouTube channel, watch a full replay. All right, so as you can tell, we had so much fun at our launch event in LA. We're like, we need to do some more of these. So what you just kind of saw were some snippets of Dallas and Atlanta, and now we're in Houston, so we'll be adding that to it. But definitely plan to keep doing all of these because you might not have realized this already, but these live events are our team's favorite part of this whole thing. We love coming out, meeting you guys, putting a face to a name and being able to hear your story and for you to give us feedback. How can we help you? How can we support you? That's where all of these things that we're talking about today start. So, okay, so we did our virtual events every week, and then every other week we did awards and recognition, and everything was focused on growth, enrollments, referrals, growth rate. So this is just kind of, and the banners over there if you want, but these are all the people who actually won awards during our 90-day run. Okay. Thanks. All right, so kind of given this big build up, all this stuff that we did, the live events, the virtual events, the training, everything, the awards and the recognition, all to see the boost that we were all going to have in our businesses. So let's check the numbers. What happened? Boom. This is the 3 months of the 4 months of our 90-day run. The green is this year, and then we compared it to where we were this exact same time last year. And as you can see, I mean, it's just incredible growth. So, and this is just projected, you guys. You'll see this is just projected. Today's what, the 27th? We still have a few days left in the month, so it's going even higher. Okay, that's it for me. I think it's back to you, Raphael.
Let's go, let's go. Give it up to Mary Claire.
So I'm just gonna January last year, January this year, double of referrals of new affiliates, right? And so what that means is that you're in a group of a company that people are seeing the value in our affiliate program. Sorry.
Side needs a little bit of love.
Yeah,
Hey, this side
sorry
said
about
we
that.
want some love.
I'm sorry. Right? Growth, right? And so I just, that's why I just wanted to go back to that because it really is indicative of the culture that's being built here. And because you're seeing the tools that we have, you're seeing the support that we have, the network is building. And so like, obviously we're super excited about this level of growth. And that also means that your businesses are growing, right? I already know so many heads here that I'm like, we've been doing this since. All right, cool. Thank you. I just wanted to point that real quick. So this is where collaboration plus innovation meets execution, right? We collaborate. We have these events with you guys, and you're like, hey, you know, if I could have my video on my enrollment page, That would be fire. We're like, oh, you want to put your video in the link so that customers can see your brand and they can maybe they get, they'll be more comfortable in going through the enrollment process. Okay, we can do that, right? Collaboration and innovation, right? Hey, if I had this credit report that can identify all the negative items for me, and then I don't have to look for all the inquiries, that would be very helpful for me. And if I can highlight the discrepancies between each of the three bureaus, that would be super helpful, right? Collaboration, we're listening, and then innovation, and then we built it, right? So I just want to share some of the things that we did in the first quarter, right? And then we're going to move into the big reveal of the next chapter of the new products that we're launching, which is also why we're here, is to show you these new products that we're launching. That is just, I can't wait. But we did the Epic Pro, right? We talked about it. How many of you are using your Epic Pro report? Please raise your hand. All right, perfect, perfect. And remember, this credit report, we built it so that when whether you're doing your consultation, you have immediate information right then and there. I already know what's negative. I know what industry it is. Is it a charge off? Is it a collection? Is it opened? Is it, you already know that instantly, right? So now you don't got to scroll through your whole credit report. Some people got very long files. You don't have to export or import. You don't need anything else. You just pull up the Epic Pro and it has all that information for you right then and there. It shows you the discrepancies between the bureaus, right? You can put notes in each trade line if you want to, right? Someone had told me, man, sometimes it's hard to stay organized because all this stuff. I'm like, so would it be helpful if we put a note section? And they were like, yeah. And we're like, all right, we'll do that then, right? It's just, and then it identifies the inquiries that are associated with a trade line, or that are older than 24 months, or if it's associated to a negative trade line. It tells you inquiries that were open within the last 10 days, or trade lines that were open within the last 10 days of the inquiry, right? It's epic. It's for the professionals. We built it for you guys so that when you're doing your jobs, you don't need to spend 30, 40 minutes per file trying to find these things. You can literally hire somebody right now to take your calls, and they can have that consultation and say, oh yeah, I see that you've got these negatives from these times. Like, it's just so super simple, right? So we updated it in the quarter two. We were adding, credit utilization. Someone said, man, if I had the credit utilization by trade line, then I can really help my customers. So we're like, all right, well, we'll do that then. So we added credit utilization by trade line in that report. Nobody has that. And then, and I'm looking at Rodney, then this report, in case you didn't know, it's also the best report that works with Metro 2 compliance, because there's additional data points in this credit report that is not typically shown on a standard credit report. And so this report right here, if you're using Metro 2, it's built for that. And so we'll go into a little bit of that later as well. So that's the Epic Pro. We launched that one. We launched the credit snapshot, right? So, sometimes you run into customers, you're trying to pitch them your services, but they're maybe reluctant. Maybe they don't want to pay. They don't want to put a credit card. They're a little iffy, right? So we built this where we said, what if we can give you a free Equifax score and summary? You don't pay for it. Your customer doesn't pay for it. We pay for it. Like, Equifax doesn't give us free scores. Like, why would Equifax just give us free scores, right? So we pay for that. We're okay with this. This is an investment that we've taken upon. It's a cost of doing business. We know that you guys need this. And if you can use this, then you can bring a 3-bureau upgrade, right? So it helps you kind of with that burden, right? And then we said, somebody had said if they can add a video. At the time we didn't have it, so then we added the ability to add your own video. We added a chat feature. So sometimes there's like TSR rules that might say certain things, but if you chat with them, you're compliant, right? And then you don't even have to download. So then we're like, how do we make a chat for them? But then would they have to download an app, or maybe they got to get a software? We're like, no, we don't want that. We got to make it easier. So the way that the chat works, if someone chooses to chat with you, it goes to your cell phone like a text message. That's crazy. You don't have to download another app or a software. It's just gonna. You have your cell phone on you right now. You might get a chat. Oh, so and so is a lead. They want. They need your help, right? So we added the chat feature. We added the email feature. We added the and the video features, right? And then what else did we add? I think yeah, right. And then it's so simple to, and this is free, right? You can print this on a business card. Maybe you have realtor friends that sell homes and they go through that vetting process where they're trying to buy a house but they don't qualify. That can convert into a credit repair customer, right? If you have friends that do real estate, hey, why don't you use this for your customers? And whoever gives you a bad credit or that doesn't qualify, send them to me. I'll fix their credit for you, and then I'll send them back to you, right? Why not? Why wouldn't you do that? You can, I mean, and we've seen big growth. And for a long time, we're like, damn, Bruce, they're not using it. Like, not as many. Some are, some aren't. And that was our bad. We maybe did a poor job of marketing this, right? So we learned, and we're doing better at doing that. But that tool right there is free for everybody. Again, free for you, free for your customers. It's not free. We pay for that in the back. There's a lot of things that occur in the background, but that's showing you our dedication to making sure that you guys have the tools you need to scale your business, right? And the stuff that we're launching later is even crazier, but we'll see. All right. Other things that we did that we thought would be better for the experience of our affiliates is the onboarding process. These are kind of some things that you should do in your business. We made the experience better. We sent you more content when you sign up as a new affiliate. We recorded our walkthrough. Most of you have got a call from my agents when you enrolled for the first time as an affiliate and they wanted to give you a walkthrough. So we kind of like made it where you can still kind of catch that stuff without that phone call. In some cases, they would tell me, man, I got like 30 calls from your people. And I'm like, well, just tell them you don't want it and they'll stop calling you. If you ignore them, they're going to keep calling you because they want to show you the tools. I want them to know, did you show them the snapshot? Did you tell them about the Epic Pro? Because that's very important. If you didn't know it was there, then you're still doing the long scrolling. You're doing all of that. So that's why But then we heard that we changed the policy like 2-3 weeks ago. Only call them twice. We're gonna give them a video, and they can call us whenever they want, but only call twice now. Don't call more than twice in one day. Don't think I'm gonna let you off that easy. Um, Here's another thing where some of our affiliates was like, hey, you used to send us like alerts about kind of our customer base when somebody requested to cancel. Why'd you guys stop doing that? So we were actually improving it, right? So these are your business alerts, right? These are your customers, basically. Some of them are in a suspended state, which means if you're trying to go and get and view their credit report, you're not going to be able to go in because the account is suspended because we weren't able to collect the balance. And then if you don't collect the balance, then you don't get your commission and you can't see their credit report. So now if you're ready to start working on their file and you're trying to log into your member list and you're like, damn, I can't see it. And now you got to call your customer, be like, hey, we need to update that credit card because I'm trying to get in and refresh your credit report or whatever, right? So isn't it better if you just know this in advance? If you know this proactively, you should actually want to know this every day that you wake up. Do I have any customers in suspended state? You should want to know that. If you don't know that, if you don't know how many customers you have right now in a suspended state, you're slipping. For real. All right? So, but hey, it's okay. We'll just send you an email. We'll send you an email every day. Pray when you wake up and then do that. And then look at your video. First things first, right? But this is second. In your business, if you're trying to scale, you're trying to grow. You have customers that have requested to cancel their monitoring. We'll let you know. Hey, this person just called. They said they want to cancel, right? There's what else is in here? Oh, registrants. These are people who went to your enrollment link to get the 3 bureau, but abandoned somewhere along the process. They decided whether either they got verified, they went through authentication, but then they left at the checkout cart, or they didn't even verify and they kind of got stuck there, right? And so we saw that there's a large percent, like if all of the people that went to your link went through, then again, you have more business, right? So if you're not looking at these things, then you're just losing customers, right? So again, we did that. We update those, and I think is there a fourth? I can't see. Yeah. Registrants suspended, and clients that are closing their accounts. And then again, those are also connected to your commission, right? So that's how we tied the dollar amounts. You're like, if you have 12 people in suspended state, that's 12 times your commission times for the year. You're missing out on some opportunities for more income, right? So it does all those things that I think are very important and helpful. And so that's another thing that we launched in the first quarter. All right, Mr. Bruce. So now we've got those are some of the stuff that we've launched in the first quarter for you. Now we're going to kind of give you an update about the things that we've been talking about when it comes from the gala. If you've been at the gala, if you've been on these 90-day runs, we got an update there.
All right, good. All good. All right. Brent, you want to come up? Yeah, right. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll get up there. I'm going to look at 5 people on this side. Like, eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. So, anyhow, so again, this is the first of 3 things we're revealing tonight. But the Epic Pro we saw a little bit before, but in the last 3 months we've dug in deeper. More data, more data, more data. And then we had the privilege and honor to partner with the godfather of Metro 2 compliance, and Brett Bradford also is here. He's got unbelievable experience working with Metro 2 compliance. He was one of our first pilots of Epic Pro, and we're going to introduce him and Rodney a little bit. So we're kind of reintroducing Epic Pro because we've dug deeper in it. For those of you that want to try Metro 2 compliance, we've made it better, right? And we've also, tonight we're announcing that we matched it with one, hopefully of, others, but we're open system, we want nobody say, "Oh, I can't use this, I can't use that." It's all exclusive to you. So, but we're very excited to announce tonight a new partner, M2 Gala, which Rodney is here to. He's the kind of the creator of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we weren't here to talk about necessarily M2 Gala. Our new Epic Pro has been matched with the latest AI-based Metro 2 compliance software called Gala, and we're giving everybody in this room 60 an offer, which we actually mentioned this before. For those of you in the room probably know about this, but the software is finally done, by the prodigy Rodney Peak. Welcome, Rodney Peak. Come on up. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. So there is a special offer tonight. We want everyone to try this. We're giving usage up to work with up to 10 clients and the Epic Pro and Gala software. You'll be able to register for that on Monday. It gives you kind of a starter package. You can do it. Again, it's not a closed system. We want the Epic Pro to kind of persist in the industry. We think it's like the most unique 3-bureau report out there to help you do everything from sales consultations to processing files. But tonight, there's only 2 things I want to leave you with is that, we were very proud to be included as featured into this latest AI software called M2 Gala. And we wanted to offer Rodney, out of his generosity, is offering free usage of it for up to 10 clients. So you have an idea to kind of see how it works and see how it works for you and the performance of it. But really, my question tonight for these 2 gentlemen is, what was it about the Epic Pro report that you saw that made a difference and why you wanted to use the Epic Pro report for your incredible AI-based software?
Well, you wouldn't tell mama to use less ingredients, would you? If mama said use, buttermilk, you use buttermilk. You don't use spoiled milk, right? You, more ingredients make better things, right? That's all it is. The report is just more information that is pertinent, not just more information to fill space. Anybody can do that. And you don't believe me, look at the IDQ report. You got 20-some fields, but 7 of them are repeat fields, the other 7 fields. So you really have like 17 fields. And of those, none of them really work for anything special, like charge-offs, collections, mortgages, things that really matter. I mean, if we want a decent report, I guess you can use IDIQ, but we want to win, right? If you're going to win, you better have better ingredients. You go to Mama's Cooking as opposed to McDonald's for a reason, right? because you want to win, you want to feel better, you want to eat better. Well, if you're using Epic Pro Report, you're going to be more knowledgeable because guess what? You ain't got to be knowledgeable. It tells you everything you want to know. Just hover over something, you don't know what it is, it tell you what it is, where it came from, and you know it's legit information, but it came from the source. I guarantee it. But not only that, but it helps. It's the only one. It's the only report that I know of that's smart. Smart in that it actually works with our software directly. The way the Epic Pro report works into my Store now, and it works into Prodigy and M2 Gala now, which is their software made by Prodigy, but better than Prodigy. I hate to say it. I'm gonna let you know it's a lot better. The M2 Gala has, at the request of Mary, she said they won't dispute and as well, Rodney, and they won't consumer law as well, Rodney. I said, you know what? I don't do those things because I don't like to argue something that I don't know is factually wrong. They said, just fine, do something that's actually obvious. So I created dispute letters and consumer law attacks inside M2 Gala, but but I didn't do it unethically. I did it 100% ethically. I did it legitimately. I actually went out and hired several different consumer law gurus. Come to find out, not a single one of them I met was actually a guru. Uh, uh, I had one guy charging me $1,500 for 6 hours. I only got 2 hours from him before I quit him. I said, you know what, this guy, he don't know anything. He was literally telling me 1681 EC, and he was giving me the wrong quote and the wrong laws. And I was like, okay, what do you got on what he's talking about? So I wasted money with him. That's okay. It's a learning experience. So I know if I went through that, and I kind of know a lot, I think, that I know you guys that don't really know as much as I do just because of experience or getting suckered by these kind of people. Long story short, we don't want to bash him. I didn't bash him. I paid him his money and congratulated him, gave him a good post and say, hey, he's a good guy. He was a good guy. He just didn't know anything. But he didn't know anything because he learned from somebody that taught him the same thing. And he went down a letter. And he come to find out that guy, literally 5 months before he sold me, paid somebody else $100,000 teaching that information. Oh my God, dude. I was like, oof. Yeah. But I didn't want to burn any speakers, so I said, okay, I'll let it be. I mean, I said, if you want something real, you step pro port, you can learn on your own. You don't need nobody's help, and you literally won't need nobody's help. Um, if you do, you learn from somebody. Learn from somebody that learned from somebody else that knows the game. And I'm gonna tell you, ain't nobody better in the industry than three people. One of them is Brent Bradford. The second one is Ebony Duvall, if y'all have ever met her. And the third one is Marco Castro, young but very energetic. If you ever get one of those three, you're gonna get the ethical stuff, you're gonna get the right answer. If they don't know the answer, they ain't gonna BS you. They say, I don't know it, but I'm gonna get the answer for you. And they will. They'll come to me, they would knock on my phone, not my door, but my phone at 2:30 in the morning and know my answer from. And I will, and we'll, me and Brent, we have spent 3, 4, 5, 6 hours at a time, any time of the day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever. If I'm available, he's available, we'll talk and we'll talk and we'll talk. And we're talking about horses, we're talking about credit pair, more horses, Texas, your Astros, whatever. But in the end, it comes down to ingredients. You're gonna win when you achieve, and you can achieve by winning. They kind of go hand in hand. You need ingredients to work.
Let's go. Give it up for Rodney P.
My experience when it comes to the Epic Pro report is that from your perspective. I do credit okay. And I met Rodney. It's been over 7 years, but met Rodney, and I was at a point in my life where I was ready to walk away from credit okay. And Rodney was one that, you talk about having mentors or coaches. Rodney was all of that for me and never charged me for it. He was just somebody that was willing to help. That kind of kept me in the game. And then Rodney released Prodigy, and I started utilizing Prodigy Metro 2 clients. And then that's when I really started seeing results. And it got to the point where 5.5 years ago, I became an outsourcer. So now I process clients for hundreds of other credit repair. And then a couple of years ago, Rodney started talking about we're doing this thing with MicroScore now. We're going to be doing something with MicroScore now. And then they came out with the Epic Pro report. And the Epic Pro report just took things to the next level. Because Metro 2 compliance on its own is amazing. But when you partner with a credit report that's been designed specifically for Metro 2 compliance. It provides more data, so we're able to attack derogatory accounts from more perspectives. It just elevates everything to the next level. I mean, it truly does.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
asked.
excited to see what the new Epic Pro report's about.
I had asked him, so because he's using the Epic Pro, but he's also using other reports, right? Because different clients use different things. And I was like, are you seeing differences between when you use a different report versus this one report? And I asked him, what did you say on that Epic Pro?
Oh, I mean, I see a dramatic difference. And, you know, for those of you that don't do Metro 2, it's a little hard to understand, but when I'm generating an attack in the software, having the Metro or the Epic Pro report allows me to use specific attacks that you can't use with other credit reports, just because the Epic Pro report was specifically designed to provide that additional data, and it just makes it makes a huge difference.
So I don't know. So if you guys, so Rodney has the updated Metro 2 software. He's giving you guys 10, what is equal to 60 tokens that basically you can use that for like 10 clients. Usually one client is usually what, like six attacks, maybe,
6 months.
about 6 attacks. Now one token is that letter by all 3 bureaus for your first round. So one token equals a round by bureau, no matter how many letters per round, so that you can try the Epic Pro report with his new software. And he's giving you 60 tokens free if you're using the Epic Pro report, right? So that for some of you that say I've been wanting to see what the Metro 2
I'm gonna
is.
break his lie up. I ain't giving it to y'all. They hauled it. They paid for it in advance. They gave y'all the credits.
Well,
So I don't like lying.
sure. But you guys are getting it, right? You guys are getting it. You guys can try it.
And it ain't cheap.
All right, cool. Thank you, guys. So we'll basically give you the following information on how you register for that, and you'll get your 60 tokens, which you can then try out with at least 10
Yeah,
clients.
on Monday morning, we'll post the link to register for the offer on the Facebook page. You'll be able to register for the free offer. So on Monday, but we wanted to make our report work the best with the tools that you use, and we believe Epic Pro is already being adopted by other CRMs and like that, or it's on the way. We have a great group of people in the room. Kenny Smith, who has M2 Goat software, and all the people that are using Epic Pro for their clients who are using Metro 2 software are going to start benefiting from this.
All right.
Thank you.
So now we're going to talk about the 3 products that we're launching. I see you guys don't want to leave this part. You're getting a drink, so you can still hear. All right, cool. So this is the stuff that we've been really, really excited about. Again, to wrap that, if you were interested in Metro 2 and figuring out if that's real, and it is, you can try it. You're going to get 10 free clients. Use the Epic Pro with that. Try it out for yourself. It's free so that's one thing we're giving to you guys, so that you can see, is this something that I want to incorporate into my business? Is this something that can make my process better? Is this something that'll make I can do more customers faster now, and I get these things removed that were hard to get removed before? Because I keep hearing about this Metro 2 thing. We've got the Metro 2 guy telling you, and so that's something that we're giving to you guys, again, in that same spirit, to help you grow your business and scale faster, all right? So the other things that we've done.
Let's give it up, give it up, give it up! Give it up, give it up. How y'all feeling? Give me a little bit of energy. Yup. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I need everybody on this side. Stand up. Turn around, say what's up to somebody behind you, give them a high five, tell them they look great. This side, stand up, say what's up to somebody, tell them what's good, give them a handshake, tell them we appreciate y'all. And if you haven't got a drink yet, get you a drink. All right. All right, I need everybody.
Same motion, just a different day.
Yeah.
Out here trying to get it, each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'ma do?
Sit down, grab a seat. Grab a seat.
Hard.
All
Hard, hard, hustle, 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 hustle. It's the hood. Hard. Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard.
Okay, I'm cooked. You guys ready for some new product?
Show money deposits. See the
No, I said, are you guys ready for some new
product? I'm on South Beach with that top off. Bad to her earth.
All right, here goes the
Something
first
out
one.
of
You
that
ready? Here we go.
catalog.
Here we
She
go.
introduced to that lockjaw. And I think
Everybody
her
say
name
level
was
up.
Lisa. Or maybe it was
Everybody say
But
level
she
up.
had to sit too high.
Okay, so here's the game. I got two dominant. Actually, I got a few, to be honest. I got a few. And you're going to hear from some of them, right? But I got some amazing players in the room that know how to dominate and level up their game and marketing. Can we agree social media marketing and doing marketing altogether is not important for your business? Yes or yes? Can you agree being seen is important? Yes or yes? Okay, but you got to be seen right? Like I got my girl over here. Who's seen my, stand up, come on. Who's seen her on the gram? She's been dropping fire content, amazing. Give it up, give it up. Okay, so now, but here, it takes a team to do that. Can we agree? It ain't free, can we agree? It ain't cheap, huh? Smitty, is it cheap? Is it cheap to do the marketing? Hell no, huh? Everybody say hell no. Hell no. So what we did was we wanted to take care of you. Everybody say take care. We wanted to take care of you. We wanted to provide more value to you. We know what you need. We see what works. We see who's crushing it. And so we want to make it easy. Everybody say, make it easy. So then what we did was we said, okay, cool, y'all. What we want to do is we want to bring a level up media company to you. And so what does that mean? That means you can get a 90-second welcome video to your company. It means you can get a ad that you can run ad spend on social media created for your company. It means you can get a funding ad made for your company. You can get a snapshot video for your company. You can get a testimonial chopped up, edited, looking fly for your company. Everybody say, Jay Will, how much it costs? Everybody say, free! Okay, but now there's a catch. There's a catch though. Look, at some of y'all look at me like Scooby-Doo. Hold up. Okay, by a show of hands, who's got at least 25 enrollments? Throw your hand up in the air. Throw your hand up in the air if you got 25 enrollments. You automatically qualify. So that's what it takes, y'all, right? 25 enrollments kicks you off, and we can get started with our team to go ahead and produce some media services. So what I want to do is I want to show you what some of this media looks like. You guys have seen the videos already. Do they look fire? Say fire. Okay, let me show you what some of these videos look like real quick. Let me see. Let's drop the first one. Here we go. Where's my girl at? Is she in the room? Give it up for her right here. Let's go. If that was fire, say fire. Everybody say level up. That's done by Level Up Media, baby. You ready for the next one? Say I'm ready.
Hey guys, it's Natalia from Golden Key Wealth. She's Golden Key on Instagram. I just want to give a major shout out to the team at My Free Score Now. Through an amazing event in Atlanta. Met a lot of new people, made a lot of new connections. They're releasing a lot of new products coming up that's going to just change the game when it comes to credit. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. I'll be there. So see you guys there.
Word is they don't see what it take to make it, but the word on the streets how I make it look easy.
Hey guys, it's Natalia from Golden Key Wealth. She's Golden Key on Instagram. I just want to give a major shout out to the team at My Free Score Now. Through an amazing event in Atlanta. Met a lot of new people, made a lot of new connections. They're releasing a lot of new products coming up that's going to just change the game when it comes to credit. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. I'll be there. So see you guys there.
Word is they don't see what it take to make it, but the word on the streets how I make it look easy.
I'm in it just to rewrite history, cause I'm in the mood to label us the leaders of the new school. This ain't for the radio, can't find this on YouTube. This the type of killing that these critics ain't used to. Victorious, victorious, victorious. In this day and age I got time for innovation, time to be creative, time too big to waste on my time on critics hating. Flattered by your opinions to show you I'll just embrace it. Now watch a early sunrise up, no daylight savings, go nuts when I have to. Glaze bet my sound in this beats on the house that we dreaming. Watch me way back up in their castle, my thoughts are distorted. Cause I recall guys were hating uncommonly, all of them became common denominators. Hold up, try to overlook a rival.
Yo, I want y'all to give it up for my man, my boy. Give it Smitty the Go! Let's go. Clap it up, y'all. Clap it up. What's up, baby? Come on. Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Come on, we fly, baby.
I think we good now. We think we good now.
So real quick, right? We just want to hear a little bit about, come on, you Smitty to go, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, so talk to us about the marketing, the media, what it's done for your business.
Yeah. So yeah, I built my whole infrastructure and business off of social media. If y'all don't know, I'm a multi-millionaire online in credit space. Funding is more so my business model now, more so than credit, but of course they go hand in hand. So I've built 500,000 people across all platforms. I'll give y'all some insight of what I've been doing on my marketing side. I know that y'all want to focus on helping people with that. So I'll give y'all a lot of insight of what I be doing and what I've been able to do and build. I'm big on the Metro 2 space now, my free score now software, and on the funding side as well. So to give y'all some more game on marketing, all right. One of the things that I've been seeing a lot of people lack on that they haven't been doing good with is be willing to spend the money on marketing. All right. A lot of people just go do the organic thing, or they might just like post like regular flyers and stuff like that. Like that era is kind of like, wow. All right. If you just posting flyers all day, like I'm promoting my business, I'm posting flyers. It's like, all right, we do it. This is a whole different ball game right now when it comes to marketing. Like you have to be standoutish because there's a lot of people in our industry. So you got to be willing to do something different to be able to stand out. All right. Another thing I need to understand is consistency. Consistency is very key. Me personally, I post on my social media page 3 times during the day on my actual page and 2 times overnight. Do anybody in here post overnight at like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning? Right? That's probably like 3% of the room. Every night before I wake up, when I wake up in the morning, I have made over $500 to $1,000 because I posted at 2 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning. While 90% of other business owners are asleep, my business are making money. Right? So that's what. All right, so that's a strategy I use. Like 99% of business owners are asleep and not posting their business, but it's people up. It's people up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Like, man, I'm trying to figure life out. I'm trying to like, and then all business owners not promoting their business, then my business pop up. And then so now I'm getting the business of people that's up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, which is a cool strategy I've seen that I use that a lot of people don't use. So I'll give y'all that one. Also, I see that people slack on using multiple different social media. So some people might be good on Facebook only. Some people might be good on Instagram. Some might be good on TikTok. Some might be good on YouTube. I say it's mandatory for you to get on all of them. It's mandatory. It's not a if. Maybe I. It's not. It's not. It's not a question. All platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you're not on all platforms, you're missing out on thousands and millions of dollars. So basically, you don't like money that you're not posting on other social medias. All right. All right, y'all missing out a lot of opportunity for your brand to get seen on these other platforms because you're not even showing up on there. So, all right, so it could be more people with more clients and more people that can get to your business if you were to be on those platforms and being consistent on those platforms. So a lot of y'all are missing out on a lot of money like that. But if y'all want me to keep posting on all of them, I'll keep taking all the clients. If that, all right, I'll keep taking all the clients. But that's something I want to stress to y'all as well. Go on all platforms. The number one platform that I've seen been working the best is actually YouTube. All right, so now YouTube's a little tougher to grow on, tougher to grow and get busy on, but it's more of a quality of leads on YouTube, and YouTube pays you to clients to pay you. All right, that makes sense to everybody. YouTube pays me to create videos, and I get clients that pay me to get in my free score now, and then to my other offers and things that I do now. So I get paid 2 or 3 times just because I use the platform YouTube. Instagram don't pay you like that, or
Hello, somebody.
you know what I mean? So like it's a smart tactic to be able to leverage that platform to be able to leverage it in different ways. And I feel like a lot of people slack on it. So I would encourage y'all to get busy on it and take it serious. All right. Another thing when I was saying, he was saying with me talking about always spending money on marketing. Man, if you want to grow, man, it's so hard to grow organically. It's very hard to grow organically. especially with so many people on social media now showing up. So you have to take a step further and be willing to spend the money. And there's a lot of different ways we can spend the money. One of them are ads, of course. Everybody should know about Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. But one cool strategy that I use all the time, and it works like a charm for me, and I believe it could grow a lot of people's social medias and brands, is called leveraging other people's audiences. Y'all ever know what that is? Okay, yeah, that's what's up. All right. So one of my tactics I do is I just figured out, all right, if I got a certain amount of people on my platforms and my social media, it's people out here who have way bigger platforms, and people don't know who I am and what I do. So if I can borrow the attention from people that got big platforms, and really what they want is just money. Me personally, I don't need you to hear my backstory. Oh, I'm from Chicago. I do credit repair. Like, that's cool and all. But it's like, all right, what is the amount of money that you want me to pay you in order to get in front of your audience today, right now? So I don't have to wait. Because it'll take me too long to try to organically touch you. But if you got a million, let's just say a million subscribers on YouTube, right? Let's just say we find somebody that has a million subscribers on YouTube already. They already have this big platform of people already. Let's just say you got 1,000. Right now you got 1,000 people. This person has a million. Well, the fast track way is just like, okay, let me borrow your million people and just put me in front of them. And what does that take? Me personally, I just ask, what's the price? All right. How much do you charge for promo? Because a lot of these people that got these big platforms don't know how to make money, don't know how to leverage it, don't know how to use tools in order to turn it into cash. So they are just on social media looking cool. Some of these be like, it could be celebrities, it could be influencers, it could be like funny people. But they got these big platforms that they don't know how to make money. So if you come to them and say, hey, look, I want my business to be posted on your page. How much you charge for promo? Some of them only charge like $500, 1,000, 1,500. As you know, when we start getting these platforms like Metro 2 or My Free Score Now, we getting paid reoccurring money where we get paid money every month. So we can be able to leverage those people off those big platforms and then have them come to see who we are and what we have to do. We can grow ours faster. So sometimes on these big platforms, I'm getting 100 people to sign up in a day. You get what I'm saying? On the things that I got going on, depending upon promoting. But instead of me trying to do it organically with just content or just posting flyers or something like that, or only just ads, I can leverage a lot of different people's audiences and on different platforms, like I said. So this person can have 1 million people on Instagram. This person can have 1 million people on TikTok. This person can have 1 million people on YouTube. I can find different people to collaborate with, and I can borrow their audience, and I can grow my audience fast. So that strategy, I've been using that over and over and over again, every month, every 6 months, every year, over and over again until I grew my following past 500,000 people across all platforms. And it's like, I feel like that's the fast track way in order for anybody in here to grow their personal brand. Because a lot of y'all could be good at what y'all do, but if nobody know you, they can't follow you. It's impossible for somebody to pay you that don't even know your name, don't even know who you are. And it's a lot of us that could fast track our personal brand if we were seen by more people. So that strategy that I've been using over the last few years have really blown up my brand. And I feel like it's like one of the number one movers of the needle that can be able to grow other people's brands to the next level if they learn how to leverage it. All right. Just I spend money in advertisement too. So it depends on what strategy you're using, depending upon what you're selling. But I love Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Of course, it finds your target audience. But what I've been seeing is that people are being cheap with it. They're like, oh, I gotta spend $50 a day. It's like, but your desires is to make $20,000 a month, $100,000 a month, and you're trying to make your first $1 million, your multi-millions of dollars. It's like you're not willing to spend the money to make the money. All right. So I could recommend to you all, be willing to spend the money to make the money. If you're not willing to spend the money to make the money, you might as well just run away from the money. All right. Because it got people out here like me that's willing to spend $50,000 on a marketing run. You willing to spend 1,000? Who's gonna win? It's gonna be tough for you to outbeat me if I'm spending 10 times more than what you're spending to acquire a customer. Does that make sense? All right. And I leverage these audiences. Yeah. The first thing somebody said to me when I came here, man, I see you everywhere. Yeah, it's on purpose. I'm forcing my brand to get grown by people to see me everywhere, and then that grows my personal brand for what I do based upon people seeing me everywhere on all these different platforms. So I don't know how much time I got, but a couple minutes. And so those are the things that I'd like to do, and that I would recommend all you guys do is let me see what else I got towards marketing. Yeah, so like all these edits and stuff like that is cool. Like some of y'all be like trying to be like perfect all the time. Oh, I gotta have this perfect camera. Oh, I gotta have this perfect setup. Or I gotta have this perfect my ladies, my eyelashes on my hair gotta be perfect. All right. I'm gonna come to tell y'all it does not have to be perfect. Consistency outbeats everything. All right, just consistency outbeats all the things that you may think in your head that's holding you back from being way more consistent than what you are. I will literally wake out of my bed and hold my phone up and make a video because I need to be consistent today. All right. So I'm gonna challenge y'all to be able to post 3 times more than what y'all do now. On all platforms. Now don't just get consistent on one, but get consistent on multiple. All right. And man, just keep growing, keep going at this business model. This business model is very, very lucrative. One other strategy that I would recommend people to start and do, I have one of the biggest credit communities, membership communities in the industry. I have over 3,500 people in a paid community right now. So it's almost 4,000 people under my community paying me every month to learn about the credit stuff. This community strategy is like one of the best things I could have did for my business like ever. So basically, my business used to start in the red, and I had to come out of the red every month in order to go into the green. So all my personal expenses and business expenses used to hit me on the first of the month. But now that I have this paid membership community group, now I have whereas my months on day one are starting in the green. So everything I do from day one of every month, I'm starting off my business in the green. All my personal expenses is taken care of. All my business expenses are taken care of. And then I can upsell these people into anything that I want because they are a part of my community. So build community. Like that was probably like the biggest lever to be able to take my business from making, $40,000-$50,000 a month to $250,000 to $300,000 a month. Right? This one move that I decided to do when I was running my business was I had to figure out a low ticket item that could be able to help people be able to get in this industry better and give them a lot of value. And then the cool thing is when we got things like My Free Score Now and stuff like that, we make it as a step within your community to do first. So I don't promote like my credit monitoring software as like you get in here and you get your credit report. No, I make it as a mandatory step. It's like in order for you to get to the next step, you have to do step one. Step one is get your credit monitoring. So like I make them follow in step-by-step form and I make them get it based upon what I'm telling them they have to do first. But they're believing what I'm saying because I'm in a community of people, right? Who's getting the result of what I'm telling them to get to, and then they're willing to basically do all the things I'm saying to do, and they make it easier for me to sell people my thing. All right. And if you can market that at a higher level, you can be able to start something pretty well. All right.
Let's go,
All right.
y'all.
So I appreciate y'all. I thank you, Jay. I thank you, Bruce. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Let's go. Clap it up, y'all. Clap it up for Smitty to go. All right, guys, we want to run through this. That way we make sure we on
Wait,
time.
wait, hold on. I just want to add to that. So again, My Free Score Now said your business could grow if you had some real good content, not just someone record it, but like edit it, put that music, make it sexy, right? Make it sexy. How do we give you content? So we're like media services. We'll help you with that. You can put your videos on the snapshot. You can put your videos in there, but then you may not have a good video, right? You may not have a really good video. Maybe the lighting's wrong and all of that, right? So anyways, again, My Free Score Now is giving you guys this for free so that you can level up your media and continue to grow in your business. So that's one of the new things that we're launching. I'm excited about that. Thank you, Kenny. And he's just telling you, like, if you're not doing this, you need to do this. And then if we can help you with that, we're going to help you with that.
That's right. Let's go. All right, guys, we want to keep the show rolling. You guys excited? Nah. Are you guys excited? There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Check it out. I'm going to teach you guys one of the most important lessons I ever learned. Everybody say energy. Everybody, even the cool people, say energy. Okay, the level of energy you give is equal to the level of your bank account, son. The level of energy you give, that's why I make $1 million a month. That's why he makes 200, 300 grand a month. You saw that? You saw the energy? That's how you get, everybody say energy. That's how you do it. You give massive amounts of energy and you guys will be able to produce. With that being said, I want to bring up the next guest speaker to touch on what we got. We got one more big product we're going to talk about. But before we roll that up, I want to bring up the player to slayer, the influence to impact, and impact to influence. Let me bring up Mr. Darius Bender!
What's going on? How y'all feeling? Somebody say I love funding. No, I need y'all to say it like we got a bunch of seven-figure business owners. Somebody say I love funding. There you go, y'all. The reason I say I love funding, y'all, is because funding, I could say it changed my life, but it literally saved my life, y'all. 2.5 years ago, was dead broke, wasn't nothing funny. And in the past 2 years, we've been able to generate over $4 million in revenue. And it's because we've learned this funding game, right? A lot of us, what we're doing when we're just offering credit repair, and you don't have a next level to go, is we're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. So today, what I'm going to talk about is not only how you all can add more money to your bottom line, but how you all can grow your business, grow your audience, and of course, most importantly, grow your income. All right. So first thing I want to break down. Can y'all hear me good? Y'all can hear me good? All right, good. All right, first thing I want to break down. Jay Will asked me to break down some things that are working and not working in the funding game right now that were working, because funding is one of those things where funding will always be here, but things do change, right? So one of the things, if you all have clients, you're repairing their credit, y'all are already doing the qualifying for them, right? But some things that were in the past and are now gone is if you all are looking to get clients high limits in business funding, you used to could get someone that had a couple personal credit cards with $2,500 limits, 5K limits. A lot of times those are changing now. So what you want to do is, everybody say comparable credit. What comparable credit means is before getting a client business funding, the banks are going to be looking at what are their current limits on that personal side. So anyone here got like client, they be having Capital One, $500 limits, $1,000 limits. That's no longer cutting it. All right. So one of the things we do is we make sure on the personal side we set up our clients with credit unions. All right. The reason we love starting with credit unions is because they are very, very generous. Right. They're giving out 10, 20, $30,000 off the rip. I'm talking about someone with a brand new profile as long as they meet certain data points. All right. Once we get them at least 2 personal credit cards with preferably a $10,000 limit, then what we're doing is everybody say relationships. All right. If I said one of y'all see me on the street and I was like, hey, can I borrow $20,000? Anyone in here gonna say yeah or probably not? Why? Somebody let me know why. You don't know me, right? What if I was cool as hell though? What if I'm like, I'm cool, conversation good. You still don't know me. So the same way you wouldn't give me money, you gotta understand a lot of us what we're doing is we're going into banks and we're saying, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Can I borrow $20,000? It don't make sense. So what we do is a lot of times what we do is we can leverage personal funding to be able to build these business relationships. For example, one of the plays we run with a lot of our clients is we'll go get them a personal loan, right? And what we can do with this personal loan is not only can a lot of people have utilization issues, we can pay these down, but we can also leverage some of this money to fund business accounts, right? Like for example, Chase, you used to go get $50,000, $75,000 out the gate. Now they want to see some money sitting in that account. So it's super important that you all make sure that your clients have a business relationship with through us a bank account. They deposit some money in there, and then from there we can go get them high limits. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Next thing I want to talk about is how you all can build. I know Smitty talked a lot about lead generation and marketing and things like that, right? Somebody say spend the money. How many of us will make 7 figures next year? No, I couldn't say it again. How many of us will make 7 figures next year? Now, let me see the energy on this question. How many of us are willing to spend 6 figures to make 7 figures? At the end, it wasn't the same though. You see how it changed? It went from woo to woo, right? Seriously though, you got to think like in your business, you have to think, right? We have something called a ROAS, return on ad spend. In my business, I know when I spend $1, I make $4. So if I spend 10,000, I should make 40,000. If I spend 50,000, we should make 200,000. We have to get to a point where we understand our numbers in our business. Everyone say data. A lot of people aren't growing in their business because they're guessing, right? Some of y'all, sometimes we even make money and we're like, yeah, that month was good. But if you don't have data, you don't have a duplicatable system that you can continue to repeat and grow. You want to get to a point where when you know your numbers, you know, okay, I have a good product, I have a good fulfillment. Now I just need to spend more money. Then business becomes predictable. All right. So one of the places you all can spend the money, Smitty talked about podcasts. Right? I want to give y'all some good insight on podcasts, right? When we go on podcasts, all right, no matter what questions the host asking, right? This one mistake cost me probably $10,000, the first podcast I ever did. Anytime you all go on a podcast, I want you all to go in there prepared to kill it. What I mean by that is I don't care what the host asks you. I want you to make sure that you over deliver. Somebody say over deliver. If a person asks me, how does a person build up their credit? I'm going to talk for 5 straight minutes. I'm going to give them every step from the beginning to the end on how to build a profile. because I need y'all to understand what these podcasts are. One, they position you as an authority. Anytime a person is talking on a mic right now on the stage, y'all, some of y'all don't know me, but I'm an authority figure because I have the mic. So when you go on a pod, that's what happens. But a lot of times when people go on these podcasts, right, they think, oh, the podcast was to do the work, right? Somebody put repackage. When we take these podcast clips, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to take our best performing clips. We're going to use these and post these organically on our page. All right. From there, the posts that perform organically, the next thing I'm going to do is I can run an ad on them, right? Because if we spend $1, we make $4. Why would I stop spending money? Right? If you went to an ATM and every time you put $1 in that thing, it gave you 4 out, would y'all ever stop spending? No, same thing in your business. Another play you can run with those same clips. We can take those clips. We can go to a page like Hollywood Unlocked, World Star Hip Hop. We can take these clips, pay for promo. Someone say you go on World Star. You know why? It's so much volume. It's so much traffic. It's like going through. We can say going through shit to get to the sugar, right? It might not be the highest quality of audience, but you're gonna get so much people, your business will grow. All right. That's another thing we do. They call shout out pages. First thing y'all want to ask is you can DM how much for a promo. Don't say hi, how you doing? Don't say how's your day. They don't care, and they'll probably skip you because they get so many people messaging them on a day-to-day basis. How much for a promo? All right. So once we do that, now these are different ways that we can repackage and repurpose. The next thing I need y'all to understand is somebody put foundation. See, a lot of us, what's happening is we're getting good leads, but when they come back to your page, if you don't have organic content, they don't trust you. What do y'all do before y'all go to every restaurant? Before y'all go to every new store? Look at them reviews. And if they don't got the reviews, what you gonna do? On to the next. It's the same thing, right? So one way you all can start to build up your organically, everyone, y'all can write this thing down. You all can go to ChatGPT. All right, once you use ChatGPT, we literally ask this question. Give me a list of the top 10 most common questions when it comes to business funding. From there, it's going to give you the questions. It's based on data. It's based on what people search on the number one search engine in the world, which is Google. So now what happens is when people are looking for answers and they go to your page and you're answering all the questions that they have, who do you think they're gonna trust? Same way, you ever been to church on a Sunday and you feel like, dang, the pastor talking to me. It's like he know what I was doing. You want to be that person for the people on Instagram. People want to know, how do I build out a profile? People want to know, can I get funded as a brand new business? Right? All these questions. All right. So this is one of the ways we build our foundation. From there, what we do is, and he talked about it a little bit as well, is a lot of us were leveraging one platform, but you have all of these different opportunities, right? The problem is a lot of us, we care a lot about likes. I care about PayPal's and Stripes. Who is paying? I don't care if you got 5 views. Right now, if you spoke to 5 leads today, you could close 1. All right. And in funding, the beautiful thing is we get big commissions, right? $10,000 commissions, $20,000 commissions. This is the only business I know you only need 1 client a month to make 6 figures. 10 clients a month gets you $1 million, right? So you all are leaving money on the table by not doing these things. And then the third thing is everybody say, who has my money? The number one misconception I see people do is they think that you need a big social media to make a lot of money with funding. I want y'all to think of everyone in this room does credit repair. Everyone who's a part of, a lot of people work with My Free Score now, they do credit repair. A lot of people aren't doing funding because they're not confident in funding. So why don't we go partner with those people? So one of the plays we run is we say, hey, how you doing? My name is Darius. I see you're running a credit repair company. Congratulations. It looks like you're killing it. Once they respond, I say, wanted to hop on a call this week and see if you'd be interested in making an extra $50,000 to $150,000 this year without doing any work. Do you think they're going to respond to that? Hell yeah. Who don't want free money? So from there, what we do is we get on, we break down funding, we let them know how it works. They have 2 options. I can do ghost funding for them, where I fund, and it's like they're doing the funding, they're just using me. I don't care to be I don't care to be popular. I want to be paid, right? So that's one way. Or the other thing is they can just directly plug me with their clients, and from there I'll do the funding, and then obviously we sign a contractual agreement, and I kick them back between 1% and 3%. That's not enough. You're gonna be mad at an extra $3,000 from doing no work. She's too rich, right? But most people are not going to be mad. Is anyone here going to be mad if I kick you back $3,000 from money that you would not have had? Not mad at all, right? Most people's core product ain't even $3,000. You getting it from something you didn't have to do. So this is a way that we're maximizing profits. Credit repair specialists, tax companies, real estate agents, real estate investors, all right? And then one of the biggest ways I want to give you this gem is everybody say community. there are a lot of coaches, consultants, even companies who have groups. So what you do is everyone who teaches something, we're in the big teaching era. People teach Airbnb, people teach trucking, people teach tarot. What we do is we're the person who goes to their communities. We give some free game for an hour once a month, and at the end of that hour, what we're able to do is say, how many of you all meet these qualifications? We have a picture of the qualifications, and would like me and my team to just do it for you. Think about it. If someone's in Airbnb, their community will grow if they could help them get more funding and get more units. If someone's in the car game, they can get more cars if they can get more money. So this is the play that you can run. It doesn't require money. It doesn't require anything but effort, right? Hey, I see you're running this type of coaching company. Well, I would love to come in and help your clients qualify for funding so that you could help them get better results. All right, does this make sense? Okay, good. How many of us going to apply the information? All right, good. What I want to do is I want to take, if I got time, 2 or 3 questions. All right.
Take like 2.
Okay, 2 questions. All right. No questions? Anthony, you talk to me. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. So if you could go to like, if you have utilization issues or you have a client with utilization issues, you could go check out like a SoFi, a Avant, a Upstart. Yeah, I got you.
Hey, and we're going to have a lot of networking afterwards, y'all. Just remember that. Y'all can connect direct.
I'll go through it real quick, and then if not, I'll be here. SoFi, Avant, and Upstart, and even with high utilization, they're giving people some money, right? And now if they're over that 85 percentile, then it might be took for them. But even with high utilization, they're giving out some money, and then what they can do is they can take that money, they can pay down their credit cards, that drops their utilization, and now they're back in the game in terms of being eligible for business funding. Say it again. Absolutely, influencers. All right, like we do a lot of influencer marketing. Great question. Hi, how you doing? My name is Darius Benders. I see you have a big audience. Wanted to know if we could do a promo, and I can leverage your audience to push traffic to me. I would love to do a collab post with you. I would love to make it to where this is what I do for influencers. I want to create something where it's organic for what they already do versus me trying to just tell them, hey, this is Darius Benders promote, because that's not going to hit the same. So, for example, one of my guys, his name's Glow J. He's out in Atlanta, Georgia. You might have seen him on Instagram. He does a lot of walking up to entrepreneurs and saying, hey, what is your story? How do you do it? So rather than telling him, hey, just shout me out, that's not going to convert. I want them to do what they're already doing and them just add me in. Anyone heard of Shiggy, like the comedian dude? Yeah, so he's a funny dude already. I told him just come up with the idea and then just incorporate me. And then what happened was from there, he just shouted me out, man, I need to get some funding so I can start this business. So something organic. It depends on the influencer. I paid $25,000 to get on a podcast. I paid, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, million. You ever heard of $1 million worth of game? Anyone ever heard that? Yeah, so that cost me about $25,000. And to this day, we still close people who say, I saw you from that. So it's evergreen. Yeah, I got you. But I want to shout out to Bruce, shout out to Jay Will, shout out to the whole MFSN family for having me. I appreciate y'all.
Give it up, y'all. Give it up, give it up, give it up for Darius Benders. All right. I want to keep the show rolling. If you hungry, say I'm hungry. Y'all hungry? Check. Here we go. Y'all are hungry? I'm hungry too. But who wants to make money? Say money. See, some people are hungry and then some people want to make money. If you're hungry, we can kick you out. The food's about to get set up in like 15 minutes. But if you're ready to make money, if you're serious and you ready, say I'm ready. Let's go. All right, guys, I want to bring up the CEO of My Free Score now, Mr. Bruce Cornelius. All right. At the same time, I want to also bring up the COO of Improve You. Let's go, Mr. Lamar. Bring him up to the stage. Bring him up.
I think I'm Big Meech.
All right, gentlemen. So look, they're hungry. Okay, they're hungry.
Oh, yeah.
So what we want to do real quick, real briefly, is we want to talk about how we're rolling out one of the most impactful, game-changing products in the industry. And you guys got about 2 minutes.
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it.
To talk about it. Y'all ready? You ready?
We're ready.
Everybody say, let's get it.
And we got an announcement, right? All right, good. All right.
Hey,
Lamar. Yeah. So Improve You. It's our one of our lending partners, and we talked about Credit Snapshot, how that's been a game changer for generating credit repair leads, free to you, good content to put on your site, pop-ups on your web pages, social media. So we just announced today something called Funding Snapshot, and it's this, yeah, and it's the real deal. It actually takes lender criteria. Uh, Lamar is one of our pilot partners. They'll be open to other lenders in the system. Everybody's knocking on my door, and so it essentially takes their criteria to give your client a free eligibility estimate of what their funding might be. Okay, so it's called Funding Snapshot. FundingSnapshot.com, and you'll be able to see the page. And there's a kind of a pro report version that's kind of more advanced that lenders and you, as you get more deep into it, you'll be able to see all you, if you're affiliates, know your affiliate portal, right? And so you have the member list that you can get the 3 Bureau, you can get the Epic Pro. Come Monday, you're gonna see the funding Epic, excuse me, what do we call it? Epic Epic funding report. Okay. So but again, Funding Snapshot. So let me just take you through the consumer experience. I'm going to go on that side because these people are not getting the right brain part. All right, so shoot, real quick. All right, so this is the landing page. You guys are going to be able to brand this in your own logo. This is kind of our default one out of the box. When you go into your affiliate portal, you're going to have this link. Okay. Oh, play a video. Yeah. Okay. That's the 2 minutes.
Hi everyone. Are you currently offering business funding or maybe exploring the opportunity to add business funding to help you drive growth, scale faster, and make more money helping others fund their business? Well, let me introduce you to the new Funding Snapshot, a groundbreaking, game-changing free lead generation tool for MyFreeScore Now affiliates. We partnered with top funding providers and used actual eligibility requirements based on a free Equifax score and report summary to build Funding Snapshot. Here's what Funding Snapshot delivers: a custom co-branded, friction-free enrollment link, no credit card required for your prospects, no negative effects to their credit score, pre-qualification based on real funding criteria, and the ability to integrate your booking calendar all in one place. Let me show you what it looks like. This is the landing page. As you can see, we've used some of the same features that we use in Credit Snapshot, like Chat with Us Now, where people can chat with you and you don't have to download any apps or software. This tool is designed so that it'll go straight to your cell phone and you can just respond back. They can also email you. You can also add a video showing them your brand, showing them your process, a welcome, whatever you choose. And you can add these in every step of the process. And we've also added a book a meeting tool that integrates with whatever calendar booking tool that you're currently using. So this is how they start. They click this button here, they fill out the information. Remember, no credit card required. They hit next. They'll get a link on their phones to verify their identity, and voila. At this point, they can either book a meeting with you or they can upgrade to get the 3 Bureau report. At the same time, you're going to receive a text message saying that you have a new lead. You'll also receive an email and you'll also find it in your portal. This tool was built for one reason: to help you make more money faster. You own the follow-up. No more guesswork, no more waiting, just leads, insights, meetings, and deals. So here's what you do: become a MyFreeScore Now affiliate and grab your custom Funding Snapshot link, and you can start sharing it today.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. We just realized that like credit repair and funding are so interrelated. You start with funding, you need credit repair. You need credit repair, it's like funding. It's like they're all right. So we brought them all together. Free tools. You can have them separately. You can bundle them together. It's all you. This is kind of the default page. We think it's very pretty, but you can actually put your own images and videos on there. So we really want to make it about you, not about us. But Funding Snapshot's kind of the name, and I think it works. I think it works. I think yeah. We want that money that Darius was talking about. And I know Smitty is in the green because we have to call him every month to get him to collect his commission check. I'm like, I thought that was going to the Lambo payment. I'm like, come on. I'm like, but he obviously doesn't need it anymore. But yeah, all good though.
Guys, just to give everybody some context into who I am. My name is Lamar. I'm the COO of Improve You. We actually started off as a credit repair business back in 2021 during COVID. We did 7 figures in revenue our first 10 months in business. Thank you guys. We did all of that without spending any money on paid ads our first year. We moved into funding in our 10th month and became an 8-figure company in the next 10 months, or next 12 months and 22 months when we added funding as a service to our credit repair services. So I tell you guys all this because I know probably a lot of you guys haven't heard of me. I'm in the background doing funding for a lot of funding people that you guys see online. We actually do a lot of the fulfillment for some big guys in the space. But these metrics come from the clients that we have funded. We have funded over 4,000 clients in 4 years. We're approaching $90 million in funding. You guys can find me on Instagram. We got receipts all over the place. So the metrics that we put into this comes from all of that data that we've collected. And we came to My Free Score now and said, hey, we're looking for a way that we can drive more leads to our business, but we can offer a way to pre-qualify people for funding, right? Without them having to, pay for a credit report or bust out a credit card, et cetera, et cetera. And Bruce and Rafa and the team actually met everybody at the gala in Fort Lauderdale, put something in place literally in 3 weeks in order for us to be able to see the data that we need from our clients for funding, and all like through our CRM. And from there, that became something like, hey, how can we take this data, use the data, and figure out what people actually qualify for, right? So hence we came out with Funding Shot. This is the easy way for you guys to drive not only leads for your funding business, but also for credit repair. Because through my data, 80 to 85% of people that want funding do not qualify for funding. But funding is the sexy offer right now. We're selling money, right? Everybody's looking for money. They got an investment, they got a project, they got a business, they got something that they want to do. It's going to take money to make money. And we get people clicking on our ads 10 times as much for funding than they do credit repair. So what this allows you guys to do is for your leads to come in, determine if they qualify, then you're going to know immediately once they sign up for free whether they qualify or not on the back end. If they do qualify, then you guys are also going to have the same metrics. You'll get a full report inside your dash. Am I supposed to be talking about that? Okay, sorry. I know there wasn't on the video, so I was like, I had to catch myself. But in your back office, just like you guys have the Epic Pro report that you guys use for a lot of your credit repair business, we're creating a Funding Pro report as well. We pulled a lot of the same elements from the Epic Pro report into the funding report. That way, you guys will know exactly what metrics actually qualify to your clients, how much they pre-qualify for based on their consumer data, based on their consumer data, and just another way for you guys to grow your businesses, to add more value to your clients, add more, put more products and services out there to the market. And I'm really excited to be working with My Free Score now on this. So.
Yeah. Give it up. Hey, real quick, again. All right. So how else can My Free Score now help you guys scale your business, right? When we were going through the process of creating the funding shot and the funding pro, we were like, so what's your current funnel? Like, what do you have to do to get a lead, right? And you're like, well, first you got to make the content, then you got to market, then you got to get them to fill out a questionnaire. And we're like, so what are you asking in that questionnaire? Well, we need another name, email, we need these things. And we don't have their credit report yet. So we ask them, what is your score? And then what happens? So then we try to book a consultation with them. And then that's when the sale guy calls them and then says, all right, look, in order to kind of move, I need to order your credit report. I need all 3. And then they're like, oh, okay, great. Well, how much is that? That's $30, or it's a trial or whatever, right? And then you got to convince them to order that report. And then you got to look at the report and hopefully they qualify, right? So all of that step is gone because just fill out the snapshot, which we showed you. It was like 2 steps. You're getting their name, email, social, everything that you were trying to get. You're getting an actual credit score from Equifax. And then there's logic built in that says, banks look at these things. If you've got this, if it's A, B, C, and D, you usually will get funded for this amount. If it's X, Y, and Z, you can get for that amount. So we put that in the algorithm, so to speak, and that's why it tells you how much you might qualify for, right, to that prospect. And then at that point, they didn't have to put a credit card. They can even book a meeting within that same tool. You see? Then you can book a meeting within that platform already, get the free score, a real score, and know the real criteria. So you'll know with a very, very high percentage of that they will or will not qualify for an amount. So now if you want to scale your business and business funding, or you wanted to start, now you have a tool that you put it out there and find out who. We could all go right now and do it, no credit card required, and you'll find out how much funding you can qualify for, most likely.
Yeah.
Right? And then when you want to get the 3 bureau version, because then you're like, I'm gonna need that 3B, we also applied the same logic in the credit report. So like the Epic Pro gives you everything about credit and the industry, but the Funding Pro gives you everything you need to know about whether how much money they would qualify for.
How many open accounts? The whole all the
Okay.
criteria that lenders use. Love it. Collaboration.
Yes, you
Collaboration.
can.
Next idea. Exactly.
So again, this is another innovation that we've done. Nobody has this. Nobody's doing that. Yep. And then you can
Wait,
partner up.
wait a say. When you log in next week, you're going to see your member list. There's going to be a new icon called funding. It's going to you click on that. It's actually going to show you where your client can get as funding. You don't you don't have to put the lead generation tool out there. You just log in, you can see, and then the next conversation you have with Sue Smith, you're like, oh, I think you're eligible for $100,000 in funding or 20 or whatever.
Did you get that?
Just going to be there.
Did you get that, right?
And it's free to you. It's free to lenders. They're knocking on our door. They want everybody. Chase, I mean, they want in. They want into this community.
Yep.
So ImproveU was our pilot partner. We owe a lot to them.
Yeah, big ups
Make
to
this
ImproveU.
happen.
Give it
Right.
up, give it up, give it up.
All right. I know you guys will have questions. We'll talk about it more in detail. We'll put more content out, but this is what we've been really, really excited about. It puts you in a different space where you can expand, get that stuff faster, get more reports. So we're very excited. We're almost done. We're
And then
almost
back to
done.
one thing I'll say. We talked about before. We talked about 3 things: collaboration, innovation, execution. Execution. We get it. We get shit done, right? This stuff that we're not. You're like, oh, let me talk to someone. Oh, 6 months later, we'll have a meeting on it. The whole bit. We get it done. Yeah, we get it done.
Let's go, let's go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Give it up, y'all. Give it up. 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 Everybody say, shee! Nah, I even want the cool people. Ready? Everybody say, shee! Let's go. Y'all feel good about that? Let's go. Love it, love it. All right, guys, we're on the final thing right here. We just got one last little special thing. I want to make sure we're ready. We ready? Everybody ready? Food is getting served up. Look at it. Some of y'all are like, I got some drink in me, Jay Well. Who got a drink? Say, I got a drink. Yep. Okay, need a drink. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going to wrap it up right here. Here we go. Everybody, let me clap it up real quick. Let's bring up the co-founder, Miss Mary Claire, to the stage.
You hear me now?
There we go. All right, man. You want to take it over? You got the choke.
So, can you hear me? So one more thing we're going to close this out with. When we launched our 90-day run on January 15th in LA, we started with bi-weekly awards, right? We got awards every other week. But we always said at the end of our 90-day run, we're going to close it out with a live event, and there's going to be a huge grand prize. Okay? So, as far as I know, we're at that point. The 90-day run is over, and we have our grand prize winner. And I'm not going to go into the details of the numbers, but this person, of all the measurements that we've been looking at, again, referrals, enrollments, getting us quality affiliates who are generating enrollments, it was a clean sweep. And I just have one quick story about this. When we were in Florida at our gala, I gave my speech during the day, and I had mentioned that last night at the welcome drinks. I see all your faces. I'm pretty sure I got around. I met everybody. So nice to put a face to a name. This guy comes up to me at the dinner and he said, "You know what? I heard your speech today and I got to the drinks a little bit late. He didn't meet me." And he introduced himself and he said, "You know what? I'm going to be your number one." One more video, okay? Let's do it.
Young fam, play beat.
Yep, there's one winner, and you should all be asking yourselves, is it you? Drum roll, please. Hit it, man. Evan Rugen, Level Group, New York. Woo! Come on up. Come on up.
You guys hear me? I would just say when someone asks, if you want a flight to the moon, you don't ask where the seat is. You just take it. So my free score now, you guys are awesome. Just quick note to all you guys here. I know sometimes as business, this industry can seem really competitive. We're all innovators here. We're in the top 5%. This is the easiest time to make money ever in this industry. I only got into it 2 years ago, and just super excited to work with you guys. And I guess go to Dubai.
Let's give it up, y'all, give it up! Okay, so we gave you innovation, we gave you a great time, we gave you drink, right? You guys ready? Ready to eat? Now we just gotta feed you, baby, that's the lid. If you're ready to roll, say I'm ready. If you had a great time, say great time. All right, y'all, appreciate y'all, we love y'all.